It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Huskers will kick this deep to start us off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. We got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try.
Breaks a tackle into the clear. Look out, he's loose. The 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
The opening drive, and you catch the secondary in complete disarray. They didn't look prepared after the catch. Truly an electrifying start to this game for them after this long touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Nebraska's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Powers through. He went out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First and 10 play coming up. Running back with the football. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He finds the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
A deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Huskers will have to kick this away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Nice grab. It's McLeod. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down play for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the single back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's got it with room to run. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. It right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one. The powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a great Great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown. But to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And, man, did they make that look easy.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. They've got him again. He couldn't escape.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
The Cornhuskers will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a 1st down.
He's going to hand this off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with me.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. The big fullback's got it here. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Moves the ball up to the 30. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there. 3rd down upcoming after that completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick completion to the tight end. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The Cornhuskers will line up now. It's 1st and goal.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nebraska!
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner choosing to field this one. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he's got it again. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We've got a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. The offenses continue to dominate, or where the defenses show up here as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Play action fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's McLeod. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
First down and more. He's still running. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They tack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Testing the right side here. Breaks an open space. Fights through the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Looking for a man. Catch made over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Now it's 2nd down here. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle, but 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Back to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, third down, you know you're going to get a lot of pressure from this defense. Quarterback's protected. Does a great job of putting that ball where his receiver can make a play on it. What I love is what this guy does after the catch, picking up huge yards to set up now a first and goal.
And the defense brings him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Gets past the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. The shotgun running play call. Has the first down and more. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Will hand it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking for the wideout. Wide open downfield. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
That completion makes it second and medium. Running there through a tackle. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, this guy is having a career day, and we're only in the first half. 2 touchdowns. Here's a great conversion. This guy right now is playing in a zone.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? He steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Short pass finds the tight end. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught near the sticks. It's McLeod. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Just time enough for one more play in the half. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and then take us to halftime. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep scoring where their defense is going. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They'll run it with the draw play. As the first down is still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by the receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going to screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Second down after that previous play. Looking for a receiver. Delivers quickly to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Quick throw to his receiver. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Press coverage now from the secondary. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They stop it with the 45, but that's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Takes a hit, but lets it fly. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Catch made on the left side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. That run moves the ball across the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He stopped him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McLeod. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. The back's got it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. That run sets up a critical third down play. Can he get there on the ground? And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And now here comes the point-after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds an open target on the left side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They keep him guessing with a run. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. The Cornhuskers are looking to keep this drive going. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 7th play of the drive coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Worthy. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And their first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Wants to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's McLeod. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the 1st down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. 1st down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on 2nd down.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This to build the lead to 6 here in the fourth quarter. He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Catch made in space. Look out. Excellent catch and run by the senior.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. And he'll set up to throw. It's the running back in the flat. It's 3rd down for the offense. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Breaking tackles. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. It's reeled in. It's McLeod. He's found some room at the 45. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Now here he goes. 4th set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Looking to throw yet again. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback keeps the football. Breaks into the clear. What a stiff arm. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The receiver makes the catch. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds, so that clock will keep ticking.
Looking deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Grinding away on the ground. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
You feed the fullback this time. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the 1st down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the 1st, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football.
Touchdown, Ohio State. They are pouring it on now.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they get the completion. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Second down, they're going to throw it. The ball is caught. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes a quick grab. Muscles past the defender. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. A new set of downs after that completion. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver grabs it. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes a quick catch. And the Huskers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass is caught. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Third and short now on the 10th play of this drive. Can he make it to the marker? He makes the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to get...
Touchdown, Huskers. This offense is still clicking. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.